So I'm Amresh Kumar Singh. Uh, so this is, I'm blessed that I'm having an opportunity to lead IFBIC team with Molly, Alo, Mayur, and other members. So you all know that I'm a master connector and influencer, and I believe in connecting one people with another so that both of them can endure all the things they are having. Christina is again messaging that she has not received the link. Just send me. Molly, can you send your email to Christina so that she can join? I don't know why she's not receiving the email. Just give me 1 minute. Molly, please send your, link to Christina on WhatsApp so that she can join.
Yes, I just did. She has it now.
Okay.
She has it now.
So let me start with a very famous story. So it's a story from Bangalore. Mayurji can relate it, and even everyone can relate this story. I'm not going to take his name, but I'm going to talk about a very talented guy. And after that, I will come to this topic. So there was one guy in India. His name was ABCXYZ, whatever name you want to take, you can take. The story is that. Why Christina is not receiving?
Okay, I just sent it to her on her WhatsApp as well. So it's good.
Yeah, that will be good.
Yeah, she has both now.
So this is a very popular story. So there was a time, I think 4 to 5 years back, when things were running very smoothly on him. The talent was flowing, talent was streaming from all the sides. Take it any industry, either take it fashion industry, either take it wine industry, any industry. He was extremely talented in all the fields. The banks, the companies, the MNCs, the foreigners, the Indians, everyone was chasing his talent. Take it anything. Either you take it as an author, either you take it as a actor, either you take it as anything. He was multi-talented. He was having talent from all the prospects. And when someone was condemning that why he's having such a talent, that he was criticized by everyone, that you are very jealous, you are not able to digest his success, her success, or anything. But what happened one day? Bank or some group of people announced that his father is a big fraud. He has done a big scam in India, and the condition become that was that he has to run away from the country. Suddenly, what happened? The talented guy become untalented in one day, and today is the day that the talent that was chasing that particular guy has lost in the oblivion, and no one is having any idea about his talent. That what happened to him? Where is he now? What he is doing? What he will do? So there is no future about him. So I think you can, Molly, I will tell you his name, but on this public platform, I can't take the name of anyone. But yeah, what I have to say here, that there are some people who are born influencer, who are born rich, but they can't be successful by their own efforts. But the vitrolic truth of my country, I don't know about United States or European country, but the vitrolic truth of my country, that success is passed on the base of patronizations. People have a very poor habit of bluffing here. They don't understand the importance of someone who is doing hard work to bring success in their lifetime. And this is why I decided to come out with this topic, that B and C town entrepreneurship. You know, when it comes to the entrepreneurship, we all know that what is the complications of being an entrepreneur. The people, the entire world is, looking out for the job. Everyone needs a job, but the bitterness of the society is that job critics are criticized in their beginning stage. If you're working in any company, no matters if you're working in Microsoft, if you're working in Tata, if you're working in Apple, the owner of that company is too an entrepreneur. And there was one man who had started, his journey with a very small investment that he was having with him. What he did, he worked on an idea, he created a product, and once his product hit the market, he created employment for himself. He created the employment for the group of people who are working in that company. And now that group of people has spread all over the world. That is the power of idea. Take it to any company, take it to any man, either it is Jack Ma, either it is Steve Jobs, either it is Bill Gates. Diwakar Singh has, messaged me right now. So,
I can send it over to him also.
okay. So this is, this is the case that what is happening all over the world. So especially in India, we don't have very supportive environment for the entrepreneurship. And again, I'm saying the bitter words today, the bitter truth that when we start the journey of entrepreneurship, especially for the first generation entrepreneurs, our own parents become the big enemy of our dream. They don't support us. They think that we are born to, work for someone. We are born to be slave. We are not born to, create jobs. We are not born to make a big industry, because they don't believe that the highest thinking that we are having, especially in northern India, that if you want to become successful, what do you have to do? Become an IAS officer, not more than that. So IAS officer is considered to be one of the, biggest success in my country. And see what happens when someone like, we have a very popular name in India. Recently, India has produced 100 unicorns. Those people who have started their journey of entrepreneurship from $10,000 or $20,000. Now they are making in billions. They are making in trillions. They were having a starvation of success. They knew the importance of success, and they were a very sharp mind. You can say very smart mind. Those knew that what this investment can bring to them. What I have seen in my 33 years of journey and 15 years of entrepreneurial journey, that people are not able to understand who the real entrepreneurs are and where to invest. See, I'm not pointing any finger on those people who have made a huge success and the sons and daughters of the, ancestors who are doing really well in India. But you have to understand that there are plenty of rich people in my country who are not able to, sustain the success that had been imposed on them. I'm not going to take again a name, but we have two brothers. One brother is highly successful, and a second brother is, is having a big failure, and they are one among the richest men on, in my country. So, if someone has to learn success or someone has to learn, entrepreneurship from anyone, do you think that a rich man can teach entrepreneurship to a poor man? No, they can't. Every individual needs a single click in their life to make something big. And, B town and C town entrepreneurs are looking for that. It's the idea. Idea is, idea is priceless. You can't, you can't invest, anything. Once when I was in childhood, I think I was preparing for Sainik school and I was 14 to 15 years old. A very common question came to me. A teacher came to me and he asked me, Amresh, if you will have lots of money, what you will do? So my friends, they said that I will marry a beautiful girl. I will start a college. I will start a university. I will start this. I will buy a, expensive car. But when they asked me that what you will do of your money, I said it that I will invest because I know the importance of investment. See, in 90s, there were two sections of people, one who bought the car and one who bought the gold. So one who bought the car of $1 million, they are now into depreciation. They again have to buy the car now. And the people who invested in gold, they know the importance that what they have done. In 2022, the people who are the class of the people who have invested in cars instead of investing in the gold, they are now struggling for making money in their for the future. But the one who has invested in gold, they can buy the car, they can still invest in the gold. So this is where entrepreneurship mindset has an importance. In 90s, even in the entire world, the entrepreneurship was not taken seriously because people used to think that the charisma or the miracles can be created only by the big industry or the big families. But recently, the new fights, the new people, the rookies, they have taken this entrepreneurship very seriously. They have done hard work, they have done well research, and the most importantly, through the internet, they got a very good connections from the world. And when they started connecting with the people who were looking for good idea to invest, because the wealthier people even they don't have good idea with them. People are not very rare. People are there who are blessed with the idea as well as the investment they are looking for. We always need to mongrel the things. We always need to we need to have the collaborations. And networking was not that easy in 90s. We should be thankful to the social network, and we should be thankful to the internet that now we are able to connect with each other. Even we have not met with each other physically, but on the virtual presence, on the virtual talking, we are now able to invest. We are now able to share our ideas to a set of people where we believe that we can mutually grow, we can mutually do the miracles. So this is now this is the digital business. This is the digital trust we have started building on ourselves. But again, as every connections, every networking, everything has its own pros and cons. We do have the pros and cons here. So I'm going to talk about the pros first. Then I will come to the cons. So what is happening? This internet, it has given opportunity to the people like us, the B town or C town entrepreneurs in India, or you can say the first generation entrepreneurs, to get interacted with the people who have already made a huge success in their entrepreneurial journey. At the same time, we have started taking the advantage of this emotional pitch deck or emotional things that we are sending to you. And a person who has rise from zero level, they can understand that what type of obstacles a first generation entrepreneur or a person who is struggling in their life can make. So you can be easily trapped into the struggling phase of anyone. And at that time, what happens if you are being cheated or if you are being misled by someone, you can lose your small investment, because at the first stage, you are not going to have a very big investment. First, every investors used to check out the things. They used to check out, the character and the presentation of an individual. Then only they make a big investment. But what a small investment can do? A small investment can bring a revolution in the world. And that is the past. That is the history. The big steps have been initiated by the small investment. Give me any example of the world leading company. You will see that everything started with a very small investment, but a stentorian attitude they are having with them. Take it Apple, take it Microsoft, take it Reliance in my country, take it Tata. Everything is started by one man who was having nothing with him. They were not having degrees. In India, people used to say that Bill Gates and whoever drop out their college, they were drop out from Harvard University. See, for the United States people, Harvard is like IIT in India. So it's not a big thing. It's not a big task that if you are drop out from any university or any college that you are a genius. There are too many people who are being educated from top institutions, but they are becoming the top, employers of the company. Very rare people are there who are becoming the entrepreneurs. So that culture has now come into, India. So B towns and C towns have emerged as very, they have seen that if they will not take the initiative, if they will not work out for the, their people, and if they will not start their business in their town, the day will come when their family members, they will be thrown out of the, their states. And now we have a very famous TV serials in India. Recently, they have started Shark Tank. In the Shark Tank, 75% of the entrepreneurs have participated from the B and C towns, and they were having a miraculous idea. And they were not looking for a very big investment. They were just looking for a small investment, a penny investment. You can say a maximum of $25,000, $50,000. And the smart investors who knew the importance of such ideas, they invested on them because they understand that these people are hungry for the success. These people are the people who can walk like a, they can walk like a bull to bring success in their life because they have been struggling for making success. They are very, you can use a negative word here, greedy. So they are very greedy for making a huge success in their lifetime. A common man is dreaming to become a genius like, Jeff Bucket, Bill Gates, and others names that Warren Buffett. So they have such type of dreams, and they know that if they will not work hard, if they are not going to give more than 100%, they are not going to be successful. What my analysis says that these days B town and C town is having a very good potentials of growing up in India, especially the metro cities. They started with a revolutionary business, but now they have become traditionals. Take it Amazon, take it Flipkart. We are having in India. Walmart is coming. Walmart is in India, so they have their right sets of customers. But still, 65 of the India dwells in villages, and that market is untapped. That market is untouched. If you start any investment, any business in these towns, you will have a big returns. And trust me, you don't have to invest in millions. You don't have to invest in billions. This is where we are very strong. This is where we have huge chances of bringing success to you, big chances of giving investment, returning your investment to you. We have recently started a mall in, my hometown, that is Madhepura. And Madhepura is officially one of the most illiterate and one of the most backward district of my state. But you know what profit we are making? We are making a profit of around $300 per day. It's a profit of $300 per day. That was not possible in the highly developed town like Lucknow, because in Lucknow we have lots of malls, we have lots of marts, and we have lots of other stores where people are very competitive and they have lots of competition there. But in the small towns, it's becoming opportunity. People are taking it, as a development. They are connecting with us. They are coming to us and they want to learn that how you have made the things possible, how you are coming out with these things, how you are giving us the, opportunities of big towns in the small towns. And that is why they are being attracted to our stores. They are coming here and they are buying products from us instead of buying from the small vendors or the traditional vendors. So this is the power of thinking that can be transferred from bigger town to the small towns. Again, the beauty of investing in a small town is that you have the very low labor cost. As I have been discussing with the Molly, and I have been telling her that how cheap it is, how cheap are the labors in small towns, and they get an opportunity to work from home. So their, investment that they have to invest for their survivals become just, even less than the half that they have to put for surviving in the metro city or outside of the country. So they live happily with the family. They work with their family, and they get a very good local support because they are connecting. They are connected with the local people, so there are no chances of any hoodlums or hooligans or any absurd things to them. They just keep on growing. They just keep on making their market. So they just keep on making their market. And some sectors where these smart towns have done really well are real estate, hospitality, schools and colleges, malls, even walk stations are being started in the small towns, and such type of business. If you start any online delivery system, online grocery system, online markets, these things will do the miracles. And again, you don't have. I'm repeating this word again and again, that we don't have to do the big investment. What I have to say through all these things, that talent are born in the small towns too. Talents are born in the unknown institutions too, but they are not given the equal opportunity. As far the Asians are concerned, as far the Indians are concerned from the Asia, you check out the top companies of United States, you will find that the top CEOs of top companies are from India. And you will also find that most of them are not from the top institutes of India. They were very, hungry for the success. They didn't get the opportunity to create the entrepreneurial hub in India. That is why they are working. They are highly paid, employed. They are having a huge money with them, but still they are not able to start their own company in India because they don't have guts to start the company. And the people who started their entrepreneurial journey, they were not having high class qualifications. They were not having too many things with them. They were not having ancestral success with them. But now they are having more respect than such employees. They are having their own company. And the most important thing is that they are the decision maker of their company. They are the decision maker of their lifetime. And they don't have any, uh, any fear of getting fired from the company. Now, what I have to say, that against there's a disadvantage of being, trusting these entrepreneurs. If I go to 3 years back, what I have seen, there are too many companies started. They had a very huge success. Investors started chasing them. They started following them, and they started investing a lot in their, startups. In India, things are being manipulated. Things can be manipulated very easily. And if someone is earning $500, he can easily show you that we are earning $10,000. So this is the ratio of manipulations. You will not get the result, or you may get the temporary result. You will you will keep on investing on them. But if you talk to them that what is the return, they will tell you, no, no, we will get the return after 3 years. We will get the return on 4 years. And most of the things are done verbally, because they will teach you that if you come through this channel, if you come to that channel, you are not going to make a success, a big success. And what is the results? Today, most of the company that were highlighted, that made a very big success in my country, they are not firing 600 employees, 700 employees, 1,000 of employees, 1,500 of employees, 2,000 employees. So that is happening in India right now. Why it is happening? Because somehow the investors were misled. They were said that you will get a very big return, you will get a very big opportunity, you will create a wonders here, but they were not able to do that. Don't trust a man, don't trust, especially a businessman who talks a lot. Instead of doing any action, they talks a lot. And if you really want to make a good investment in the country, come out with the peoples who talks idea and who talks small investment. If you are from, if you don't have the blessings, if you don't have patronized success with you, your responsibility becomes 200 or 300 times or greater than that, because you have to fight with the already established unicorns or already established industries who is going to kill you. I'm not going to tell that they will just become your competitor, but they will try their level best to kill you. We have an industrial culture in India, and most of the industrial chambers in B towns and C towns are jam packed with the sons of highly influential people. They don't represent any company. Ask me a single chamber from Lucknow. I will tell you that there are plenty of chambers in Lucknow, and there are very rare chambers in Lucknow. Those members are from any industry, or those president or vice president have any big industry with them, but they are representing the industry. They are talking the industry. They are just keeping they just keep on talking, talking, talking. They have a habit of, getting photography with the chief minister, getting photography with the ministers. They are with the industrialists. But what is their own thing? That they are the son of any influencer bureaucrat. They are the son of, they are the daughter of any influencer person who is having a very good government job, who is having a, good contacts with the government. But what about the industries? You ask how many industry you have brought in your town, how many industries you have invited in your town. They will say zero. They will say 100. They will say zero. And if a new chamber, if a newcomer, they come out with someone, if they invite any industry in their town, if they invite any industry in their town, they will start pushing them. They will start, criticizing them that what you are doing nonsense. You are doing stupid things. You are not charging any money with the industrialist who are coming. You should charge a high consultancy fee. You should charge, you know, individually. You should become rich. The industry is not going to work for you. You should take care of yourself first. So these are the things that is happening in the B and C towns. So what I'm saying, what was my aim here, that give a chance to B town entrepreneurs. Trust them, support them, and trust me, if you invest a small amount with them, you will get a good return. You might not get the returns like Amazon, or you might not get a success that Amazon, Microsoft, or Tata created. But definitely, if you're investing a $5,000 or $50,000 in United States, and if you're investing just half of that in the B town and C town of India, you will get more return than that amount you are investing in United States. And that is why I am inviting Americans and Europeans in India to invest in B and C towns of India, because what you have seen when I talk with lots of people in United States, they were having a very perception that if you go to India, you will get kidnapped. People, you are not safe in India. It's not like that. Our country is not like that. You know, there are too many people too many Indians. They are dwelling in United States. If they are misleading you, just ask them the questions that how many times they have been kidnapped in India, how many times their family members have been kidnapped in India, and they will tell you, no, we have not been kidnapped in India. Our family members have not been kidnapped in India. If you are the rich people, if you have lots of money, you are influencers. If you are not being kidnapped in India, how you can spread a message that India is not a safe country? And if you are going to India, you will be kidnapped there. You are safe in India. If you are coming to any part of India, Indians don't have time to kidnap you. They are not going to kidnap you, because we know the importance of guests. India has been known for the hospitality. If you come here, no one will kidnap you. Trust me. Remove this perception from your mind that you are not safe in India. You are very much safe in India. Molly came to Lucknow. We went to the interior parts. Molly, who came to kidnap you? Do you have any experience of getting kidnapped here?
No, I just got a lot of friends and family.
I was trying to bring her to Hyderabad.
I certainly will.
So if you will come to India, we will welcome you. And we guarantee you that you won't be kidnapped. You won't be misled here. Every country has a good and bad people in. Even if I came to know that there are many man traffic people in San Francisco. So even in United States, you are not safe. So, and now what do San Francisco represent the entire United States? No, it doesn't represent the entire United States. So if some bad incidents are happening in India, it doesn't represent the entire country. It doesn't represent the entire India. So make it very clear your perception from your mind that if you are coming to India, you are very safe. And we have a good connections in India. We have the good people in India who will be very supportive to you. And we do have big industries in India. We have the industry that is ruling the world. We have Infosys, we have Tata, we have Reliance, we have Adani groups of companies. So these companies are ruling all over the world. They have branches in United States. They have branches in So Africa, they have branches in Antarctica. So they are creating employment for the foreigners. They are creating employment for the non-Indians too. Now, second thing that I'm going to tell you that to understand the difference of money transfer, a dollar is 78 times of the Indian rupees. So if you have a $1,000 in United States, it is 78,000 rupees in India. Molly told me that if you are coming to California, you have to pay a $3,000 as a rental. And if you are earning $3,000 in India, you belong to an upper middle class family. That is the difference of doing business in India. And if you go to the Sri Lanka, if you go to the Indonesia, you are a rich family or you are a rich man in Indonesia because $1 equals to, I think, 78,000 Indonesian rupees. So this is the difference of doing business in a small, countries where dollar is having a very high valuation. Now, I'm coming to the international gimmicks. The industrialists who are doing, who are very much established in these such types of Asian countries, they don't want you to come here because you will become their biggest competitor. In 2 years, trading has become, common for every Indians. If you are 14 plus old, 14 plus or 18 plus, you are legal or you have authorizations to start doing the trading in any company. Now, what this has done, now the big players who were known for trading, now they have started complaining. They are saying that trading has become like a gamble. Even a child, even a school student, even a college students are doing the trading. They are not complaining about trading becoming a gamble. They are saying that we were a set of people, we were a group of people who has captured this trading industry. They were not giving opportunity. They were not allowing a common man to enter into trading. And they were making a big profit. When they started, they were not the genius. They learned from their experience. They learned the trading, then they become the genius. Now they are having problem with the common man who is entering into trading. They are saying that these people are responsible for the recessions. No, we are not responsible for the recession. I have made a huge money from the trading. I was having a zero knowledge when I started the trading. Now today I'm having a very big saving in the trading. And I used to say the people that invest in the trading. If you don't know any business, learn trading. It will make your life. But the big players, the big giants, they don't want us to enter into trading because we will deflect their brokerage, we will deflect their market. And again, I'm saying this may sound odd to the non-Indians, but don't use brokerage word in India because this word is just absurd. This word is abusive in India. So if you are using agent, you will be respected. But if you are using broker, people will, see you disrespectfully. So brokerage is not although we have too many, industries, they are dependent upon the brokerage, but the people have misused in such a bad way that this word has become abused in my country. So if the next time, if you introduce anyone in India, especially Indians who have not been to the abroad, don't tell them that you are a real estate broker because real estate industry is becoming organized these days, but that is still not organized like United States. You have lots of certificates, but we don't have lots of certificates to become a real estate broker. Even Amresh Marsin can become a real estate broker in India. So that is the things. So learn our culture. And even I'm requesting every Indians to learn the American cultures, get associated with them. Let them feel that whatever perceptions they are having about India is not good. See Indians by our eyes. See Indians by the eyes of Indians who are living in India. You will see that India is such a beautiful country. It has lots of potentials. And if you invest in India, trust me, you will not only get the return of, you will not only get the good in return, you will also get a good friends, good family, and the people who will be always associated with you, always applaud you, and they will respect your associations. So We are having a culture of introducing our family members with the investors. We have in culture of introducing our friends with our investor, not to snatch money out from you, just to tell them that, see, these are the sets of people who stood for us, who respected our, dream, and they supported us. And when you come back to India, you will see that we don't visit airport with one or two persons. At least we have 10 or 15 members who welcome you at the airport. So that is the beauty of India. That is the culture we are having. We have lots of time for our family members. We are also busy like you, but we have the time for our family members. We have time for our friends. And we will, I think 90% of Indians will not cheat you. They will support you because we have that type of culture. We have family type of culture with us. And when you will become 50 years old or 60 years old, in the fourth stage of your life, you will feel that if you follow this culture, even we have some such types of cultures in the Africas. So if you follow this culture, you will not feel alone and you will feel that you have earned a lot in your life. Money should never define your wealth. If you are happy, if you have family with you, you are the richest man on this earth. So that is what I have to say today. I'm not going to take it, so far. So any questions, you are most welcome.
I appreciate you sharing that. I think we had a comment on a question or a comment in regards to India having the bad name as to, it being unsafe. For decades, a lot of people who either visit India not understanding, and they're going to places that they didn't know, and they had either mistreated by accident or because the culture is different. It does happen, but it's not something in regards to kidnapping. It's just that they really didn't have a good experience. So of course, if you don't speak any language when you go to another country, it's very difficult for you to function, especially at the airport. And I can attest to that. It's very difficult. So now I'm going to have to learn to learn Indian. I have to learn your language and how to read, hopefully pretty soon. So, but yeah, in any country, it's just like that. It's not that it's unsafe. It's just that
we speak English, and I think you can understand our English. We don't have accent like you because we have the UK accent with us because we were ruled by the UK. But we can understand your English, and you can also understand our English. So language is not a big barrier for the Indians. English, though we have several languages in India, but our official language is English, and we respect English.
Yeah, Amresh, I think it's amazing insights about the transforming India. As you rightly said, there is a lot of stereotypic understanding about India. People who left in 90s or early 90s or 80s, they still carry that it is their similar way. But I'm telling somebody who recently visited India, the Indian airports, Indian industries, and the kind of a people's transformation, definitely this status quo has to be updated with the rest of the NRIs and the people. So definitely the kind of an information, the pointers which you have mentioned, it is completely changing landscape. Now India transformed as a land of opportunities, which was earlier US, and now I think it is moving because of the demographic advantage what we have, the kind of a startup ecosystem, the technology resources, and we ourselves is the second largest buying community. So any country want to do business, definitely we have those kind of a parameters to facilitate. So definitely, I think, thank you so much for those insights and bringing a lot of pointers.
And also see what is happening. Yes, Molly.
No, go ahead.
Also see what is happening. NRIs are making, lots of money through Americans and Indians. So they don't want to lose their own business. And take it in Indian, as I have said, that success is passed on to the patronization. Success is passed to the children in India. So this culture can't be, wiped out from United States too. They have got the green card. They are in United States, but they will not forget their culture. They will pass on their, success to their children. So they will not let any new player to entry into their market. So that is why they are misleading the Americans, because Americans have not seen the Indians by their eyes. They have seen the India by the eyes of the Indians. Those were in India in 80s. Now they don't want to come to India because they are having good facilities in the United States. But in 10 years, India has changed a lot, and the new people, you know, there are many sets of people who are refusing to go to the United States and Europe because they are making a very good opportunity in India, and they are getting the family. So that is the change. It was not 10 years or 20 years back. We were lacking with the resources, we were lacking with the technology. But now we have the investment, we have the technology, we have the opportunities. Even Apple is in India, they are manufacturing here. And after the war with Russia, after the war, after the image of China, India has become the hub. India has become the attraction land for the entire world. And we are thankful to our honorable Prime Minister that he has understand the importance of bringing the investment in India, making a good relationship with the entire world. See, everyone is fighting with everyone. India is not. India is just fighting with the idiot Pakistan, because Pakistan has a very bad habit of poking India, and we don't have battle with any other countries. When it came for Ukraine and Russia, the entire world looked to the India that please come in between this. Please talk to the that Putin. Please talk to the president of Ukraine, and please solve this war issue. So that is the influence of India these days. How India has become an influencer, how India has become a power. No one asked, UK president to come to talk. No one asked Israel president to come and talk. Everyone came to India. So we understand the importance of friendship. We understand the importance of such things. So that is why we have been called. That is why our prime minister have been called. So this is in our blood. We respect the relationship. Yes, Malik, you were asking something.
I would like to share a story. So a week ago, I was in the Silicon Valley and I spoke with one NRI, and he was very adamant against India. And he only goes to a certain part of India. And I said, so from my telling him about my trip, he says, Molly, you know more about India than I do. I thought that was the strangest comment, because he said I wouldn't go anywhere besides either Mumbai or Delhi, or maybe I'm Bangalore, but that's about it. He doesn't know anything else. And I'm like, there's at least 31 states that I even know about that is regulated by RERA. So he just didn't know anything about that. And then this morning,
this is the problem.
Yeah, so you're right. NRI, they're getting to be second generation, and they've either forgotten their homeland and not supporting it. Either that, or they're not saying anything so that they are the only one that's doing the business.
And the bad thing is that they are criticizing India for not being an Indian. They have a root from India, but they are criticizing the India. That should not be done. And that is why I always used to defend my country, and I always used to say that if you want to see India, first see India by our eye, because we live here and I'm not kidnapped right now. I'm talking to you all. So India is a very safe country and safe for everything. So any more questions?
I like to share, a very recent incident. It happened 2 days before, but I'll not mention the name. A very famous, actress, right, is doing a shooting in my hometown. So it happened to be, near my house. So she was struggling for water, but she was not been able to say that, to anybody that, that she wants to drink water, because she was not given one bottle of water. She was given 100 bottles of water at once. When she said one thing, that is water. So there were lots of, people gathered near my house. Okay. And there were almost 100 plus water bottles. Okay. Being, given to her. So, this is the, guest it is always said that, that in Northeast, okay, the guest is treated like a god. So we welcome in this way. So, like she kept a statement that, she wants to make a second house near my house. So, so this is the, the culture that she mentioned in the press, that, she been to all parts of the world, but she has never visited this part of it. Okay. And she got such a great hospitality from the, from the society itself. So, nothing is, everywhere there is, goods and bads people. So because of one rotten potato, I don't think so the whole, sack has to be rotten, right? It is highly said. So, yes, and Amresh mentioned it in a very good way, that the maximum of the entrepreneur journey, it's happening from, the tier 2 cities, because they observe tier 1 cities, they observe their cities, and they observe the downside cities where, it's there is nothing. So because the observant power is much more better, I feel, than in tier 1 cities, because they want to put on money in tier 1 cities, and they just want to, add funds and make funds. But in tier 2 cities, it's like, they go with a greater vision, because they have limited assets and limited capital to flow. So they program themselves first in such a way that, they are ready for the bigger cities as well. So hard working on themselves, it's much more higher than, uh you know in tier 1 cities, if you compare. So, like, as an example, like, I have been doing in my food industry is like, I've been also working for a startup, but the way I have been observed tier 2 and tier 3 cities, I don't think so, the bigger giants has observed, because I can see the difference. I can see a great difference, that how they ignore it, and lack of ignorance in tier 2 and tier 3 cities especially, right? They, miscalculate the place, and, they go for a loss. So the bigger companies, shuts down because of these two places, that is tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So we should, have a clear vision about, all these places in a very, in a closer note. So this is what I have to say. You're not audible.
You're on mute.
Am am I audible now?
Yes.
See, they are misled by the, what I have said, that most of the kids are the son of bureaucrats or any government officials. They are not industrialists. They have a very happy life with them. They have not seen the struggle, so they are not hungry for the success. They know only one thing: how to make money out of people, eliminate the people. That's the thing. So that's all I have to say about, B Town and C Town entrepreneurship of India. And I'm coming to, the United States to see, to meet the peoples who have spread these rumors in United States that India is not a safe country for business. Thank you, Molly. Uh, I think in November I will be with you all. I will meet you all, and let's see that. Let me talk to the peoples who feel that India is not safe country. I will ask him that how many times you have been kidnapped and how many times your family members have been kidnapped, and just give me the examples of any state in India that is not having a big industry, that is not creating the employment for the Indians. You have the opportunity. You have tremendous things to do in India. But the thing is that you have to trust the genuine people. You have to find the genuine people. Because finding success, finding family members, and finding genuine people, these things are very complicated. You start your group with 100,000, 50,000 members, but at the end, you will find that only 4 to 5 people stays in your networking. And those 4 to 5 people create an industry. Rest are the employees of the industry. So that is networking. So that's all. I think I'm done. So if any questions, they are most welcome. And At last, I will ask Alok to conclude this meeting. So thank you for listening.
It's like
And
I
next Sunday, Alok, next Sunday, I'm expecting Christina to have a time, so she will be our speaker.
This is tough, you know. Staying awake this late is hard. That was wonderful. Thank you, Amresh.
Thank you.
at least
So,
1 hour will be, it's enough, I guess. 40-45 minutes is, I guess, sufficient time.
yeah, yeah. 1 hour is the maximum time.
Yes, yes. So how should I conclude it? It's like I already concluded the, this segment of meeting by giving a very small example, right? So it happens it's everywhere. It's the same thing, it's just like, somewhere, political changes happens in a drastic way. There is importance given to politicians, where we do not give more emphasis on, bureaucrats, because actually they should rule the place rather than politicians. They have majority, so they win, and they try to, diagnose all the educated people around it. And because of their education, they are not being able to fulfill their, educated part, you know and they really take time to come up and understand. By the time they take time, it's already late. So the development of the parts, what uh, what our prime minister is doing, like, he's been giving, maximum of the opportunities to bureaucrats for the decision making. That's why you can see drastic improvements, uh, especially the place where, his majorities are, I rather say, right? But there are few places where, still there is in a, it's in a struggling ground. But but the formats of real estate, formats of hospitality, formats of any industries setup, it's very crystal clear nowadays. So I don't think so that anyone should worry. Like, even I have, if I visit United States, even I worry about how will I invest, how will I trust anyone, because it's like 75 times, more money added to our, you know in our, in our investments, right? So, the small, uh once you add pebbles in a small jar, it tends to add on. So relationship is also like that. Every day we should add one pebble to a jar to understand things. Okay, and at the end, when you add water, also the pebbles remains, always down. It is never, it never rises up, because once that ground is created, it's created. It cannot be destroyed until unless we try to destroy it. So, with this, a small gesture, I would like to end the meeting. And I guess everyone wants to enjoy Sunday, and I guess maximum, person have a very good night. So let's end up, in a very strong note that, let's help each other to understand each other, right? Which is very important before any of the business we do, and before any of the investments we do. So understanding ourselves is the biggest task. At the end, we say that I never understood myself. So that is one of the, uh, a greatest asset, that is a relationship. Okay, let's hold each other, and, move slowly, such that, everyone should know each other, and then comes the business part. Then business will run automatically. We don't have to worry for finance, we don't have to worry for ideas. It just comes in by itself. Okay, so let's, everyone should have a blessed, night, and blessed morning, and happy weekend.
Thank you, Amresh. Thank you, Loki.
Thank you.
Amresh,
Thank
you are
you,
not audible.
Amresh.
Beautiful words.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.